Seriously, don't watch this. We can't warn you strongly enough. Do you...
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3 Geeks Flix. Joining me as always is the Muse, Justin Kyle. Say hello everyone, Justin.
Hello everyone.
Yes, and as always, I'm the Tech, Mitchell Wright. We're kind of doing a pre-review. We're going to call 3 Geeks Flix Beta, to where we both have just gotten out of the 6 p.m. showing for Batman vs. Superman. And this is a spoiler-free. There are no spoilers. We will do a geeked review, which is a total review on this, that we break it down in the next day or so. But right now, these are just some very general overall thoughts. So what the first question I'm going to ask before I throw out what I always throw out to the Muse is, was this the movie you expected to see? So given that question, Justin, give it to me. What you got?
The answer is yes and no in some parts. So,
what did you say?
And the only reason why I say no is because sometimes chronologically, the sequences in the trailers took place out of order than what I thought. So in that way, in the editing, I would say no. But overall, yeah, pretty much. I would say pretty much what we've talked about in our trailer reviews, and every worry and every exciting thing that we thought was going to happen pretty much happened. So yes.
Okay. This was not as far as your typical superhero movie. So I didn't expressly or supposedly think that I was going in to see your typical superhero movie. But I did not expect anything like this. And I'm not necessarily saying that as a bad thing at all.
And that's it!
Right.
And I think tomorrow I will surprise a lot of people because I've already got a lot of thoughts generated on this.
Right.
And so that's as far as where the apple falls from the tree on that. No, I did not expressly expect to see this, but that's not a bad thing.
Right.
But okay. Now moving on, how were the performances? I mean, how did everybody perform as far as in your eyes?
I don't think there was any doubt that Ben Affleck was going to knock it out of the park. He did a great job.
Absolutely.
Solid job. Henry Cavill did a great job too. I think he was better than a Man of Steel.
He was solid. He was solid.
That's
And
nasty.
from what the critics and from what I've heard is everyone says he was solid and that he was I guess that's the thing, is he was solid. But at some points, and I guess it's to be expected, he's actually, I feel like he's undervalued because he deserves a lot of praise in this movie, I feel like, just as much as Affleck does. Well, that's debatable. But Affleck did great. I thought that Amy Adams did a little bit better. Gal Gadot, solid.
Mm-hmm.
That was solid. Eisenberg, he was okay.
Great Scott!
In my opinion,
He was okay.
Some parts he was good, some parts was questionable.
Okay. There was not a bad performance for me in any of this. I believe that these performances were right on. They were solid. Affleck was fantastic. He was Bruce Wayne. He owned it. I'm going to leave it at that right now. Cavill, this was a much better performance than Man of Steel.
Right.
Very high praise for him. Should not be overlooked for the character and how he had to play him given the set of events. Gal Gadot did well coming in, newcomer, shined well. Eisenberg, I had no problems with Eisenberg. I knew that this was sort of a ploy. and sort of an idea, and we'll get into that more tomorrow, but given everything going on behind the scenes that you don't know about, I think directly affects on how his character is portrayed. And there's a whole nother level. There's levels and layers to that. Other than that, there's a few things and a few performances I can't say much. I love Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons was awesome. That he was definitely a different Alfred, but a great Alfred.
Yeah.
And Amy Adams, I was impressed with her. I think it was a much better performance, and I did not feel like she retracted in any way at all as far as this, or was a lull in the story. I felt she supported it well.
It seemed like her and Cavill had a lot more chemistry this time than the first time. Did you feel that too?
Yes, and without saying too much, but yes, it felt much more natural.
Right.
And so okay, performances we've hit that. Last question I'm going to ask you. We're going to make this short, folks, because we don't want to go too in depth on it for you.
Right.
Do you agree with the critic reviews and ratings out there currently, especially like Rotten Tomatoes and whatnot? That has it like at a 33 and 34%.
Oh, I didn't even know the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is tough because it's really hard to do a video like this without getting into any sort of spoilers, right? We were just talking about that. So the best thing that I can say about this is this reminds me of if you take like a adult oriented superhero cartoon movie, kind of like Batman Returns, when they kind of transition the Frank Miller into the adult cartoon. Right, I love those kind of films. I love them. I have them all, like on Blu-ray, just adult. I think if the average person can sit down and be thoroughly entertained with those movies and like that, they're gonna love this film. If some people that can sit down there like they just don't like it for whatever reason, then they're not gonna like it. I think if you didn't like Man of Steel, you probably won't like it. So overall, I can see the kind of, I guess, a little of the criticisms regarding it. But again, that's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah. Without letting too much of the cat out of the bag. And this is kind of a test in self-restraint for us, folks. I mean, we're
it's
really
hard, man.
We're restricting ourselves because we just don't have the time to commit to it tonight.
Right.
My thoughts as far as do I agree with the critics, I'm going to keep it short and simple. No.
That escalated quickly.
No, I don't. And I'll elaborate more on that tomorrow. I think a lot of the critics out there are narrow-sighted. They go in expecting something, and if they don't get exactly what they expect and they get something that's maybe a little more creatively different, that they see that as wrong or bad. This is not a Marvel movie. This is not a Marvel formula. The DC universe not at all is gearing itself to that formula or subscribing to it. So don't go in expecting it.
Right, that would be a mistake.
Have your mind open. Look for something a little more adult. A little more using your brain. It's not just to sit down and don't expect a freaking Transformers movie from Michael Bay or a beat 'em up, rock 'em up, or anything like that. Go in with an open mind, ready to watch and take in some actual story. And I'm gonna leave it right there at that because I don't feel like the critics went in thinking about that and looking for that.
Right.
Well, good sir Muse, anything else to add, or have we nailed it down as much as we can this evening?
I think we've done about as good as we need to for right now. I'm sure when we actually do a spoiler review, it will be probably over an hour, and we'll have to try to cut that down. But yeah, I think we did good considering how hard this was, because that's the thing is you're so excited when you first come out of this movie. If you're a true fan like we are, you're immediately going to want to talk about it.
And see, that's the thing. He and I haven't talked about anything. We've seen it. We've both seen it, but we don't discuss it until we are sat down to do the show together.
Numbers yet. We haven't given the
No.
It's hard, man. It's hard, but we do it. We do it for a purpose.
Which is all of you. That's right. That's right. All right. Well, again, check us out on Facebook, 3 Geeks Flix. Give us a like. We also have a Twitter now, at the number 3 Geeks Flix. Now, Flix, of course, is spelled F-L-I-X. So it's at the number 3 Geeks F-L-I-X. So you can also follow us on Twitter, and where you always watch all of this, YouTube, 3 Geeks Flix. Look us up, check us out. We've had a lot of views here lately, especially on our Geek Speak. I want to thank everybody that's taken a moment to look, to enjoy, and even those that comment, and our first troll. I want to thank our first troll.
Hey, that's exciting. That really is exciting. Hey, keep doing it, buddy.
Yeah, we don't get mad.
You're adorable.
We're not mad.
Yeah.
Even though apparently we do something to one another every night, but that's besides the point.
It's only funny because it's true.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Or am I?
That's nasty.
He's kidding.
Yeah.
All right. But again, want to thank you all for tuning in, subscribing, liking, commenting, reply. Like we said, get involved, holler at us, let us know what you want to see, let us know what you think. Be that third geek, and we'll have you on a Geek Speak most likely if we stay in contact. But other than that, folks, as I always say, stay tuned to the glow of those monitors. So we're going to catch you next time. Good night.
I don't know. I've just been really... You have those days sometimes where you just like want to breathe fire.
Yeah, I've been there.
Like I need to organize my thoughts, otherwise I would be blabbing.
Blabbing.
I'm very tired.
Don't give me that look. Hey, you shut your mouth when you give me that look.
I said that to someone at work the other day.
I've turned into a functioning alcoholic.
Hey,
it's the greatest thing in the
word.
world.
I didn't even know that this happened. I don't know about you, but I just learned this. I feel like I'm on Reading Rainbow. Well, I've got it right here, and I thought maybe you could hear it. Damn it.
I'm glad you can understand him, because he sounds like Boomhauer to me.
Boomhauer.
I can enunciate.
Either Boomhauer or who's that race car driver?
I don't know. Was it Dick Trickle?
His name is Dick Trickle.
His name was Robert
Paulson. Are you about to drink?
The beverage of champions. Put me on hold. I'll put you on hold. I'll put you in a sleeper hold.